relationships, they can be as rewarding as they are challenging, right? Navigating the emotional landscape they present can sometimes feel like sailing a stormy sea. To all of us who have ever felt the anguish of a heated argument or the frustration of a communication failure, this is no surprise. In such situations, our emotions often take over us, leading to actions and words that we later regret. As a rule, we men may have more difficulty dealing with our emotions at these crucial moments. The social expectation of being strong or of staying in control often oppresses us. Inevitably, stress and frustration build up, manifesting themselves through emotional outbursts that damage our relationships and, consequently, our mental well-being. Emotional management is key to the success and sustainability of any relationship. In this sense, we need to talk about a very relevant topic still little discussed, but of utmost importance to us, men, emotional management within relationships, and that is exactly what we will talk about in this video. After all, what man does not wish to be understood, to have the ability to express his emotions effectively, to be strong in adversity, and still to maintain serenity and emotional leadership in the face of challenges in relationships? This not only contributes to healthier and more satisfying relationships, but also promotes ongoing personal development, which is reflected in all areas of life. That said, it is clear that this is a subject that needs to be taken more seriously. This video will give you a roadmap, a path, a light to start a journey of effective emotional management within your relationships. Together, we can unravel this challenge and begin to reap the benefits of more effective emotional management. Let's embark on this journey of learning, navigating through the emotional complexities of relationships in search of more effective emotional management. Always remembering, in silence we learn, in wisdom we grow. It is by pondering in silence that we acquire the power of knowledge, and it is from wisdom that we achieve authentic growth. In the next chapter, we will delve deeper into the emotional issues that men often experience in their relationships. Don't miss it. Diving deeper into the realm of relationships, we find a multitude of challenges, especially for us, men, who often face a constant battle in dealing with our emotions. These feelings, when not properly managed, can become fertile ground for stress and frustration. Often, within the cocoon of our love lives, such emotions emerge strongly and, if not cared for, can wreak havoc. It is necessary to recognize that stress is a common visitor. It enters without asking and, in its worst forms, can leave a considerable emotional mess. Imagine this scene. You have just arrived home after a tiring day at work, and all you seek is tranquility. But instead, an unexpected argument with your partner arises. In these moments, feelings of irritation and frustration can surface, resulting in impulsive responses that contribute to the vicious cycle of conflict. Another hypothetical common situation. In the middle of a calm conversation about future plans, a disagreement arises. Instead of seeking a peaceful resolution, frustration consumes the discussion, the voice is raised, and harsh words are thrown. This is an example where inadequate emotional management harms the health of the relationship. We are not immune to these feelings. They are part of our human nature. However, it is crucial to understand that emotional control in the stormy ocean of a relationship does not mean repressing or ignoring these feelings, but rather recognizing them, understanding them, and managing them in a healthy way. But after all, how to deal with these emotions efficiently? How to transform the poison of stress and frustration into an antidote to strengthen our relationships? To answer these questions, we need to travel a path trodden by ancient wisdom, a path that can be illuminated by the principles of Stoicism. Our next chapter will be entirely dedicated to presenting this powerful tool to you, dear viewers. With it, we seek to become masters of our emotions and not slaves of them. As the motto of our channel says, in silence we learn, in wisdom we grow. And that is precisely what we seek, to learn in silence and grow in wisdom. So let's go on this journey of growth and self-discovery in the next chapters. See you soon. The search for effective resolutions to emotional conflicts in relationships leads us to a very old path, Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, which originated in ancient Greece, is a philosophical school that encourages patience, discipline, and self-control. These Stoics sought to find calm and tranquility amidst chaos. The principles of Stoicism address the art of accepting what we cannot change, fighting for what we can, and the wisdom to distinguish one from the other. This virtue teaches us to deal with the adversities of life, focusing on our own behaviors and attitudes, rather than trying to control the uncontrollable, specifically the actions or emotions of other people. So how does Stoic wisdom apply to emotional management in relationships? The first Stoic concept involves recognizing that our emotions are reflections of our personal perceptions. Thus, if we can change our perception, we can alter our emotional state. This automatically heals us from hasty judgments and misunderstandings that can cause tensions in relationships. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that we are not disturbed by things, but by our judgment of things. We have the freedom to choose how we interpret and react to external events, whether in life or in relationships. Secondly, Stoicism values emotional stability, teaching us to remain unshakable amid the trials of life. If we manage to take our emotional center following Stoic principles, we will avoid unnecessary fights or tense conversation lines that can escalate to conflict. And finally, the Stoics teach us to value virtue above all. They believed that personal integrity, honesty, courage, and wisdom are more valuable than any material goods or success. By adopting this kind of mindset in our relationships, we can gain a more accurate and clear understanding of situations, which in turn reduces tension and promotes a healthier and more caring relationship. Thus, in summary, the Stoic approach to tension in relationships involves a constant effort to see things as they are, an acceptance of what we cannot change, a focus on our own reactions, and the pursuit of genuine virtues. In the next chapter, we will explore specific Stoic strategies and how we can apply them in our daily lives to better manage tension in our relationships. Because, as we always remind on our channel, in silence we learn, in wisdom we grow. As we explore in this video, Stoicism is a philosophy that can offer powerful tools to face tensions and adversities in our relationships. Now let's delve into some specific Stoic strategies that can help manage calm in moments of tension. Firstly, we have the concept of ekparosis, a technique that involves visualizing negative events that could occur in our daily life. With this strategy, we train our brain to be prepared for adversities, making it better equipped to handle real situations without succumbing to stress or frustration. Imagine, for example, that a recent argument with a loved one has left you irritated. Instead of getting carried away by the heat of the moment, Stoicism proposes that you simulate this adverse situation mentally and train your response calmly. Thus, when this type of confrontation occurs again, you will be better prepared to handle it in a balanced way. Secondly, the Stoics practice ataraxia, which means tranquility of spirit. Achieving this inner peace requires that we be insensitive to the exterior chaos, which is in fact beyond our control. In a relationship, this can be a useful tool. For example, if your partner is having a bad day, you can choose to remain calm instead of absorbing that negativity. Here is a practical step to implement this strategy. Dedicate some time every day to practice mindfulness, meditating, or silently reflecting on the day's events. Training yourself for emotional balance can help you stay calm during crises. Another strategy involves amor fati, which means love of fate. According to the Stoics, we should learn to appreciate everything life brings us, not just the good parts. In a relationship, this can mean accepting discord or disagreements as integral parts of the joint journey, instead of seeing them as insurmountable obstacles. For this, try to adopt the mindset that every disagreement, every mishap, is an opportunity to learn more about your partner and yourself to strengthen the relationship in the long term. Therefore, implementing specific Stoic strategies in tense moments helps us keep calm and be less reactive. This not only improves our emotional management, but also improves the quality of our relationships. Now, in the next chapter, we will show the benefits that this balanced management of emotions can bring to our lives. We will explore how Stoic wisdom can provide a better relationship with the partner, greater emotional control, quality of life, and much more. Remember, in silence, we learn. In wisdom, we grow. As we start our journey into Stoic wisdom, we are consciously bringing many benefits to our lives and relationships. As we adopt this philosophy, we are able to notice significant improvements in various aspects of our lives, especially in the way we deal with our emotions and the relationship we have with our partner. One of the main benefits of Stoic wisdom is allowing greater emotional control. By adopting Stoic teachings, we learn to identify our emotions, understand where they come from, and how to deal with them healthily, without letting them control our actions and thoughts. By understanding our emotions, we can reduce the likelihood of impulsive and harmful reactions to our relations. This, in turn, triggers an improvement in quality of life. Once you're in control of your emotions, daily stresses become more manageable and less stressful. You become more adept at facing challenges and setbacks with a more resilient and positive attitude. Still speaking of quality of life, it is noteworthy to mention that adopting these teachings also means establishing a more genuine and deep connection with your partner. By understanding and dealing with your emotions, you become more empathetic, patient, and loving, which consequently improves the dynamics of the relationship. Scientific research corroborates these benefits. Studies indicate that the practice of Stoic principles can result in significant reductions in anxiety and depression. This is based on the idea that by changing the way we perceive and respond to stressful events, we can alleviate our feelings of anxiety and avoid falling into depressive states. So if you need a little more stimulus, think of James, a man who was on the verge of separation in his marriage due to frequent bouts of anger. After practicing Stoic principles for several months, he noticed a considerable improvement in his emotional control, resilience, and consequently in the quality of his relationship. Embracing Stoic wisdom taught me to take a pause and reflect on my emotions. I learned to respond, not to react in a knee-jerk way to stressors. I realized that things that happen around are not set up to annoy me or make me happy. It's the way I choose to interpret them that matters. This has completely transformed my life and my relationship with my wife. James 48. All of this makes it clear that Stoic wisdom offers us huge benefits that enhance our quality of life and strengthen our relationships. With these principles incorporated into our reality, we start dealing with pressures and relationship challenges in a healthier way. And as our motto says, in silence we learn, in wisdom we grow. Silently we learn. In wisdom we grow. So I invite everyone to continue with us on this journey of effective emotional management within relationships. Wait for it, because in the next chapter, we will do a summary of everything we talked about today. Until then. Throughout this video, we discussed a topic of great interest and relevance to all who want to cultivate healthy and meaningful relationships. Emotional management is a great tool to achieve these two goals. We talked about the complexity of human relationships and the most common emotional challenges that they present, especially for men who are generally raised to believe that they should hide their emotions. We recalled that these problems, when not confronted, can result in tensions in relationships and, in some cases, harmful reactions. After all, we know how tempting it is to act impulsively when our emotions are high. However, we introduced a possible and effective solution to these problems: Stoic wisdom. We gave a brief overview of this philosophical system that, far from being an outdated idea, has much to teach us about maintaining calm and serenity, even in the face of emotional challenges. We explained how this can be applied by cultivating a greater awareness of our emotions and practicing self-discipline. We can avoid falling into the trap of reacting impulsively. We shared practical strategies related to Stoicism for improving emotional management and, in turn, improving our relationships. By implementing these techniques and concepts in daily life, you can reap various benefits, from improving our relationship with the partner to greater emotional control and achieving a higher quality of life. Always remember that emotions are not our enemies, but rather valuable indicators of our inner thoughts and needs. The key is to learn to manage them healthily so that we can respond to them instead of react. We conclude with this: the process of learning to manage our emotions and improve our relationships is a continuous journey, and Stoic wisdom is a valuable compass on this journey. We sincerely hope that our discussion has provided you with the necessary tools to progress on this path, and that you are always remembering not just what you learned here, but also striving to apply it. To close with our motto, in silence we learn, in wisdom we grow. Always seek wisdom, listen more, speak less, and learn from life. It is through this silence that we can learn and grow, and it is through wisdom that we can become better every day. And now, dear viewers, we have come to the end of another video, but you might be wondering, what comes next? Well, the truth is that learning never really ends, and we want to invite you to continue this journey with us, and also to forge your own paths. We want to hear how the tips we shared today apply to your life. Have you already used some of these Stoic wisdom strategies in your relationships? What were the results? Share your experiences with us. Leave your comments. The challenges you face and the achievements you reach inspire us to create even more relevant and useful content for our entire community. And don't forget, share this video with your friends, with those who you believe could benefit from this content. So we will continue to grow together, sharing knowledge and experiences. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe. We are always bringing new content that will help you on your journey of self-discovery and relationship improvement. So whether in the silence of reflection or in the wisdom acquired by experiences, let's keep growing together. As we usually say, in silence we learn, in wisdom we grow. Until the next video.